here's what we're going to do. We have a whole bunch of games planned today, okay? The first of which is a game that I told myself I would never ever play on stream because I really don't want to become part of the community. But we're going to do it anyway. We are, first of all, we're going to be playing Madden 26. And I hate that this is the first game that I'm basically playing on this account on Twitch. But I have a really fun idea that I wanted to do that I don't really think I've ever seen anyone do before. Now, I don't make a habit out of watching too much Madden because, again, the community is not the most fun. What we're going to do is we're going to make a franchise. But first of all, we are not using modern day rosters. What we're doing is using the 2011 rosters. And then what we're going to be doing from there is we have draft classes. Draft classes made by other people that play this game. And it tracks all the way from the 2012 draft all the way up to, I think, 2027 or 2028. But we're going to have to go through each season, do the drafts, play with the players, make all the trades and stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick two teams, basically one from the NFC, one from the AFC, and then we're going to basically try to rebuild them both. And the goal, the main goal really, is to have it to where we go against basically ourselves in the Super Bowl, right? I myself am not going to play. The whole point of this, I think, is to make it we want to do a slow sim. And basically that means the game is going to play itself. We are going to basically just be doing the building, the front office stuff. We're going to be doing drafting. We're going to be doing scouting. We're going to be doing trading. We're going to be doing free agent signings. We're going to decide who starts. We're going to be doing all that stuff. I'm thinking just for a bit of variety in the gameplay and just to have a little bit of something for everyone, I need to do, for one of my teams, I have to do a more like old school type thing, you know? And then one that is like more modern offense, like a quarterback involved, run game, all that stuff. And then the old school is like under center, drop back passing, more physical, less speed based than the modern is. So I've kind of already narrowed it down. I did a little bit of prep work off stream. I wanted to do a little bit of work for this because I'm very excited to get going on it. And what we're going to do first is we're going to pick our old team. And I went through and I made a list of all the different teams that we could use. I had, I think, 7 for the AFC and 6 for the NFC. But I think for the AFC, we're going to do the Broncos because we want that to be our sort of, I guess, comparatively new school type of team. So that would give us Tebow. And then we'll go over a bit more specifics as we get going. But what really matters is, okay, we have the Broncos. We can't choose that. But what we can do is, okay, they are 78 overall. We can do 79 overall. I kind of want to do the Vikings. Because I have something very specific in mind here. And let me get another mail note. We're going to do the Vikings. Yeah, we're going to do the Vikings. Because, I mean, look at that. That is not... I mean, look at the numbers. 26, 25, 2 in blocking. You know, okay, we'll take that. 27, 24, 26. I mean, if you look at the Broncos, they're even better than that. But we're going to take the Vikings here because, again, I have something very, very specific in mind that I want to do. So we're just going to pick the first name off our list here. We're going to do defensive guy this time. And then the first name that pops up is Maxwell. Okay, Maxwell Newton is not We need to make this guy look a little bit older, though, I think. Okay, Rams. We're going to do Rams. We're going to do Rams playbook for the old school drop back. For this guy, we have to make him look related to the other guy. Let's do this. I want to do the caveman looking guy. Tell me that does not look like his middle name is Ooga Booga. Maxwell Ooga Booga Newton. Let's go. If we go heavy, he looks like a heavy guy. Let's make him heavy. And then let's dress him up. I think like a nice fat guy blazer or something. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. I don't even want to change the pants. The shoes. Can we get some like yellow shoes maybe? Oh, purple shoes. We'll do purple shoes. Look at that. We're going to go over the teams that we have. We're just going to stick here with the Vikings for a second. I want to make a lot of moves today. We could be here for like 3 hours and not even play a game if I'm honest. Joe Webb, I like him. Unfortunately, he doesn't really fit the vibes for this team, but I feel like we can find another position for him. Donovan McNabb, dude. We have Donovan McNabb. Could use him, but like I said, I have something very specific in mind, so I'll probably keep him as a backup. Maybe Joe Webb is practice squad eligible, right? Yeah, we'll probably practice squad Joe Webb, and then get rid of Rosenfels because he's 55 years old at 33 overall. Oh, no, 33 overall. No, 33 years old at 55 overall. Gosh, it's so bad. There's a lot of fun things that we can do here. We have Donovan McNabb, like I said. He's good. We're probably going to keep him unless we get a nice trade offer for him. So, in fact, let's go ahead and put him on the trade block. And you'll see why I'm willing to do that. Because if you look at these overalls, you're like, what the hell are you doing? But I have an idea. Adrian Peterson, 26 years old, 89 overall, 97. What's the truck? 92 truck, 91 brake tackle. And since we're going for more of a old school under center, blah, blah, blah offense, I like that we have him. And he is 26. There's a few weird things with contracts in this franchise that I'll go over in just a second. But for now, we're bringing back the old thief himself for 1 year. We're going to bring him back to the Vikings. I just love the storyline of it so much. We have to do it. We have to do it. I have not looked super closely, but I want to do a couple of fun things with this series. Because if we look, I think we still have Visante Shenko as our tight end. 70 overall. Could do without him at 31. But we have a lot of work to do. Especially if you look at our draft picks. Not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 sevens. So we're going to have to work on that before the draft. Because we're going to have some holes to fill. Best overall player, 29-year-old Jared Allen. 37-year-old kicker, which, fine. Doesn't really mean that much. 34-year-old, our best corner. 31-year-old, our best defensive tackle. 33, our left guard. 31. You see, we're an aging team already. And so we have some work to do. We do have Percy Harvin, which is great to have. Especially when you look at the rest of these people. There's a lot of people in free agency that I am excited to have the chance to use in Madden because they've been out of the NFL for so long. And some of them you start forgetting about. But 33, 29. We're going to have to get rid of some of these people. I want to try this. We're going to have to fix his complexion. Matt Jones. I want to try this. And if it doesn't work, we can just cut him after the preseason. But 93 speed on a tight end, not too bad. The real changes are going to come over time. I don't expect to win a lot of games, to be honest with you. But I think maybe we can get through a game or two of the preseason today. We need to go ahead and sign a few more wide receivers. Who did I say I was going to bring back? I said I was going to bring back Mr. Randy Moss. Because, gosh, Harvin on one side, Moss on the other. Sell a frick ton of tickets, dude. Greg Lewis, I said I was going to bring him back. 31, but 70 overall. Now, what I could do, if I wanted to cheese it, what I could do is just take all these guys. Like, I'll just show you. I'm going to cut this guy in a second, but I could take this guy and, right, 28 years old, 87 overall. Trade away. I could just go down the list of these guys. Pick up. I mean, look at this. I could cheese this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. But I mean, look at some of the things I could get for this man. 22-year-old Des Bryant I could get just by picking up this guy and trading him off. But no, we're going to cut this guy. We're going to cut this guy just because I'm a man of my word. Rosenfels, you know what, buddy? Get the hell out of my building. I'll take the $1 million penalty. We'll put him on the practice squad. Have Favre be our starter just for the vibes. We may hop into a game here in a second. We're going to keep making moves throughout the preseason, but gosh, our team is so bloated full of people. It's crazy. And we're going to be doing the time-accurate jerseys for this, so the Vikings are going to have those jerseys that they had during this time era. Kyle Rudolph is going to be our guy. He'll probably be the starter over Shenko. Sue Favre the starter just because, I mean, that's why I got him for the storyline. 80 overall. Yeah, he used to play for the Vikings, so I feel fine about bringing him back. Turn around, buddy. What is he looking at? Favre, let's give him some upgrade points. He's going to probably not upgrade too much, but +1 mid, +3 short, +2 throw on the run. And then, what do we need? Let's just do field general, man. Let's do strong arm on him. Whatever. I just want to make sure his overall goes up every time. I'm going to go power back. I want to see him run the fuck over somebody. Let's do playmaker. I want him to go crazy this year. Finesse for sure. Let's do agile. Gosh, we're about to get started. Moss actually being there to hype the crowd up for his own game. It's actually kind of cool. Dropped on the first play. Greenway was there to lay him out, but dropped it. This is my longest stream, I think, of just me. Sacked on third down. That's Christian Ballard. They're caught by Harvin. Favre comes out. Favre back to pass. And he gets sacked. Don't know if there's really anywhere to go with the ball. Defense shows blitz. Drops back into coverage. Favre launches it and incomplete. Drops back. Play action sacked again. Shaw barely had time to finish his drop back before he saw the unit of a man in his face. 2nd and 18. Arian Foster to Schaub's left. Andre Johnson up top. Schaub checks it down underneath. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Foster again to the left. Johnson again to the left. Schaub again in the gun. Making calls. Drops back. Has a little bit of time this time. Throws it. Just too much time. Jared Allen back in coverage for some reason. Another play action here. Allen. Oh, he hits him, but he gets it away. Schaub makes an audible. Hands it off. Oh, fakes the handoff. Greenway comes free. Foster in such a hurry to get out there and give him a check down. He lets him get sacked. Foster to the left. Schaub in the gun. Johnson all the way at the bottom of your screen. Foster motions out. Cornerback goes with them. Schaub alone in the backfield now. 7 on the play clock. Schaub snaps it. I believe it's Marcus Sanford on the tackle. 3rd and 13. Foster to the right. Johnson to the left. Schaub in the gun. Hit immediately. Johnson gets down to the 25, but it's going to be 4th and 5. Favre comes back out. 1st and 10 from the 38. Going to be under center. Peterson shrugs off the first tackle. Gains only about 2. Texas defense swarmed about 6 people there by the time he went to the ground. Favre back. Throws it. Harvin catches it. 1st down. The Favre bullets are already being shown here. Just lasered it. Tight coverage, but a perfect throw. Under center again. Peterson behind him. Tight end to the left. Favre straight drop back. About a 7-step drop. Throws it, and tight end had his hands on it, but just couldn't come down with it. Harvin alone on the bottom of the screen. Checks it down. Oh, a block is going to bring this back. An illegal block. Holding on the offense. It was a great play, great call. Left tackle Charlie Johnson called for the holding, though. Into the first quarter. And we're going to see the backups now. We're going to see what the backups have for both teams. Delhomme, double fake. Sacked. And the 4th of the day for the Vikings. Delhomme drops straight back. Another. Oh, and the ball is loose. Kendricks has it. He's up to the 30. And that was actually Jasper Brinkley on the recovery. Let's get a replay here. That was Pat Williams, I believe. No, it was 98, not 99. Forgive me. McNabb comes in starting on the 30. So you almost got to feel like as long as you don't go backwards, you get points here. Toby Gerhart in the backfield behind him. 2 tight end set, both of them to the left. Gerhart up. Picks up about 3 yards. McNabb alone in the backfield now. 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Drops back, makes a quick throw. And again, just another quick throw to that left middle part of the field. This time from McNabb, the first time from Favre. And we're about down to the 11 now. Tight end comes in motion, left to right. Kyle Rudolph goes out to the flat, gets the catch, gets up to the 5, down to the 4, to the 3. Goal line formation here. The rush is coming. McNabb hands it to Gerhart, who goes in for the score. And we're getting a little white boy action here. Another great play on this drive. The tight end laid the boom on the block. 4 plays, 30 yards. Pretty good. You expected a touchdown when you started off that close. But still, it's nice to see it actually happen. As we come out, Delhomme hands it off. Untouched again. It's ridiculous how far these guys are getting before they get touched. Delhomme under center. Pressure looks like it's going to be coming here, maybe. It's going to be a handoff. Untouched for 10, 15, 16, 17, gets about 20-something yards on that run. Delhomme under center again. Strong formation here. Tight end comes in motion. Right to left. Handoff. Pushes his way. Oh, just short of the first down. Have to imagine we'll be getting something quick up the middle. And Delhomme picks up the first down on QB sneak. First down from the 20. Right on the 20-yard line. Right in the center of the 20. This is what you practice. A handoff here. But the red zone offense, you start practicing like this. Johnson here. Only about a half yard. Delhomme in the gun again. Johnson back in the game at slot. One of 2 Johnsons as the other motions in behind him. Delhomme drops back. Sees the pressure coming. Wide open touchdown. Jones was not touched until the goal line. Jacoby Jones. And he copies Gerhart's dance. Gotta love a little bit of competitive smack talking in the first preseason game. Jones says, "You can do that, I can do that too." As Houston kicks it through. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here. We're going to have to see what McNabb will do with a little bit worse starting field position. Rookie wide receiver takes it up to the 27. That'll be where McNabb starts this drive from. 2 minutes, 45 seconds, all 3 timeouts. You can pretty much do whatever you want here. He'll start under center. Gerhardt behind him. Tight end comes in motion, then goes back out. Gerhardt takes it. Gets one. And we'll get one more play before the 2-minute warning here. And now, the Texans, if they can get a stop here, are in position to do something with the time they have left. McNabb back to pass. Gets it away, completed over the 50. Down to the 47. He'll come back out in the 5 wide now. Safety's playing pretty far back. He steps up, takes off over the 40, slides at the 35. They'll give him the 34. 1:45 left. The clock is ticking as he celebrates. But you do have all 3 timeouts. As Brian Cushing gives him a little earful as he walks back to the huddle. Receiver in motion. Double fake. Checks. And the tight end backs out of bounds 4 yards behind the line. Can't exactly figure that one out. Gain of 9 on a little check down there. 3rd and 5, 50 seconds left. Gerhardt takes it, and he comes up short. Good call. He almost made it. And you figure you get it there. You take your first time out, give your guys a rest. 4th and 1, McNabb will stay on the field. The Vikings are going to go for it. Tight end motions out. McNabb throws it, completes it. First time out. The 15-yard line. McNabb is so far leading a good drive. Probably the best passing quarterback play we've seen today. Under center. Hands it off to Gerhardt. Gerhardt picks up a tough yard. Vikings take their second timeout. Not exactly sure about that call there, but I guess if you catch them off guard, which I guess is what they were intending to do there. Showing man. Touchdown! McNabb throws it over the middle to Arsenault. Or Mashodu, actually. Forgive me. A nice throw. McNabb stands there in the gun, throws it right past the linebacker's head, right at a safety with enough trust in these guys to take that kind of chance as Mashodu throws up a salute. They come out under center. Let's see if they try and pull anything here. Vikings are very aesthetically pleasing defense there as the Texans hand it off up the middle. 2nd and 2, they take their first time out. 1 remaining. Delhomme making calls at the line. Has time to throw. Steps up, checks it down. 21 seconds left, 20 seconds left. Last time out on the 41-yard line. Delhomme's going to have to make some sideline plays here if they want to score. Drops back. Running back moves out to a check down. Throws it to the flat. He gets tackled in bounds. That could be it. Delhomme going to run a play instead of spiking it. And he may not have time. Oh, he just gets it off. And he fumbles it. Oh, going to halftime. I'm definitely liking these 10-minute timers a lot better. Takes about 20 minutes off every game. Delhomme, a 2nd fumble of the day. This one recovered. Ultimately a meaningless fumble. But still. McNabb, 8 for 8, 92 and a touchdown. Booker hasn't run it once. Coming out of halftime here, Vikings getting the ball back. Over the 25, up to the 26. That's about as far as you get these days. McNabb under center again. Gerhardt behind him. It'll be a play action. Defense fooled. Gain of 4. The man coverage really did some work there. Under center again for McNabb. He'll hand it off. Oh, he'll fake it to Gerhardt. Throws it again. Aroma Shodu again. Up to the 43. And the Vikings look like they're in business here. McNabb hands it off to Gerhardt. Gerhardt picking up some tough yards. Gain of 6. Definitely a power back. Definitely fits in the offense. McNabb under center again. Aroma Shodu in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. Hands it to Gerhardt. Gerhardt picks up about 6 more. He is injured. We're going to see another running back here coming into the game. We'll see who they choose to put in. McNabb under center. Gerhardt's injury doesn't look too serious. Hopefully it's just some soreness. Another, is that Booker? That is Booker. A gain of 11. His first rush of the day. And you love to see it. You love to see the guys stepping in and doing the work. Another 2 tight end set as McNabb goes under center again. Another handoff to Booker. Shrugs off a tackle. Another 10-yard rush. Give him 9.5 down to the 9-yard line. Another run like that and he'll be in the end zone. Texans getting a little bit chippy as the Vikings seem to just be moving almost at will here. McNabb makes calls at the line. Second and it just dropped by Aroma Shodu. Can't blame him for targeting the guy again. And you got to wonder if we're getting another QB sneak here. McNabb takes it down to the 6, 3 yards on the QB sneak. First and goal for the Vikings. And McNabb certainly making his case to be the starter here. He is just moving them down the field. Another pass, another touchdown. And I don't know if he's missed one yet. Maybe a drop. He hasn't missed. Michael Jenkins takes it in. And he hits the dance for the 3rd time. He tells the Texans, "You can't do that to my teammate." He says, "Toby Gerhardt, this one's for you. You and your injured self on the sideline." So 3:18 taken off the clock there. And 21-10 is our score. The Vikings are going to kick it off. We're going to see what the defense will do this time. They did give up a touchdown the last time out. Actually, no. They did not give it technically because the time ran out for the half. But Delhomme is going to come back out. Ben Tate, 8 yards per carry. We're going to have to figure out some rushing defenses here. Delhomme under center. Hand off. Untouched for 10, 12, 15. Delhomme in the pistol now. Tate behind him. It looks like it's going to be another handoff. Shrugs off the first defender. Jukes the second. And again, another first down. Another touch, another first down. And you can't even be surprised. They'll take it. 3 yards. And he's looking exhausted, and who can blame him? Fakes the handoff. 2 people open. He'll just overthrow the check down. That is surprising. I don't think there's been a more open pass all day. And he just airballs it. Tate comes out of the backfield on a pass route. Incomplete. 4th and 7 upcoming. On the 43, you have to wonder if they're going to go for it or if they're going to punt it. Looks like they're going to punt it. Vikings look ready for a fake here. Texans will indeed punt it. And it'll be a touchback. McNabb will come out with another chance to score here. 100% red zone efficiency today. You love to see it. McNabb under center again. Gerhardt already back in the game. Seems the touchdown dance rejuvenated him. Shrugs off a defender. Picks up 8. Fresh off the bench. Booker comes into the game. Fakes it. Pitches it underhand to the fullback for a first down. McNabb not holding anything back. McNabb in a gun now. One of the few times we've seen him back there today. He'll fake the play action. He'll fake the run. Overthrows it out. That could have been a touchdown. A rare miss from McNabb. You almost kind of feel like you can let him have that one just because he's been so accurate, but deep. You'd love to see him hit a deep pass. It's the first one he's done it. McNabb back again. Checking it down. Another first down. Kyle Rudolph, the rookie. Under center now, I formation, tight end to the right. Fullback in the game, 2 receivers to the left. Hand off to Booker. Booker jukes a man. Picks up about 12 that time. Back to McNabb's left. McNabb is in the gun, making calls at the line. Throws it to Aromashodu again. Another first down. McNabb under center here. We'll hand it to Booker. Booker will take it around the edge. Not touched for about 8 yards. Ends up picking 9. 9.5, if you will. It's second and inches. A running back in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Second tight end comes in motion. Booker gets it. And he actually loses half a yard. You'd think he'd pick it up. But goal line here. Not hiding the fact they're running. And that's Asiata. 4th and 1. So they take it out of McNabb's hands. As good as he's been doing all day. You almost have to wonder if they called that because they're going for it. But they're going to kick it. So it's going to be about a 39-yard field goal. Longwell kicks it. Longwell makes it 24-10, and we're about to head into the 4th here. Hands it off to Tate. Can't fault him for doing that. Another 12 yards before he gets touched. We're heading to the 4th, and if we can keep letting them run like that, this game is definitely not over. We're heading into the 4th now, though, so 10 minutes left. Booker making plays, Aromashodu making plays, McNabb making plays. Gerhardt fighting for every yard and getting them. Into the 4th we go. 1 tight end. Gosh, no answers for Tate. Tate gets about 20. Tate's getting 10 yards a rush. I formation now. It is just no answer for Tate all day. I say that. I've only given up 1 touchdown. Another handoff to Tate. Finally get him at the line. Delhomme sends a receiver in motion. Fakes it to him. Hands it to the running back. Tate, gain of nothing, so that's 2 plays now. I think the defensive coordinator for the Vikings must have been yelling some expletives from the sidelines for this sudden change. Delhomme sacked back at the 50. Ballard again. That's his 3rd sack of the day. So the defense locks up again after an expletive-laden series of words from their coach. Texans will punt. And downed at the half-inch line. Aromashodu 100 yards on the day and a touchdown. McNabb, long way to go here. Gerhardt, kind of guy you want here. McNabb, 5 wide, making calls to the line. Drops back. Pressure coming. Sacked. Oh. First real blunder of the day. Not getting the ball away, but... So we're going to see what Delhomme has got. Even though that drive didn't work out, you still got to be happy with the way McNabb has played today. Favre didn't really put anything together, but Delhomme throws it out to the flat, gain of 1. Ballard, a tackle. He is just everywhere today. We're going to have to keep an eye on him throughout the rest of the preseason. Delhomme back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws it out of bounds. He was going for Tate, who has pretty much been their entire offense all day. Delhomme by himself on the backfield now. Jones coming in motion. He's at the top of your screen. Delhomme gets smacked. 4th and 9. Total of 2 yards on that drive. So the Texans have a choice to make. Do they go for it or do they try and pin him again? They're going for it. Delhomme in the gun. Tate to the right. Ford in the slot to the bottom. Tight into the top. Blitz coming from the linebacker. Airs it out. Swatted away. The Vikings will take over on the 46. And another excellent drive by a series of people trying to earn their spot on this roster. And some of them may have done that. I don't think I want to get rid of McNabb anymore. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll see what we're offered, but McNabb pulls it on the read option. Maybe trying to do a bit too much there. Tight end comes in motion to the right. Throws it to Rudolph. Rudolph picks up 9, 10. Just short of the first down. I formation. Comes out in goal line. You got to wonder if they're going to QB sneak it again. McNabb does, and he just gets it. So first down, 4 minutes, 23 left. All you have to do is pick up a few more first downs, and this game will be over. 4 minutes left in the game. Tight end back to the left. McNabb in the gun. Aromashodu to the top. Hands off to Booker. Booker gets nothing. The time ticking off the clock is what's really important here. You'd love to get another score, of course, but Texans seem determined not to get burned over the top. McNabb throws it. First down. Aromashodu again, as the Texans are forced to take a timeout. Aromashodu is having a hell of a day against this Texans defense. McNabb finding him repeatedly. I think that's 11 or 12 catches on the day. McNabb under center. Booker on the carry. 5, 10, 15. A nice carry of 15 there for Booker. Texans take a second timeout. I am seeing some players here that are fighting like hell to stay on this roster. McNabb or Aromashodu. Booker fighting. Texans take their last timeout. 2:47 left in the game. Booker to the right. Rudolph in the slot to the right as well. Draw play for Booker. Picks up 3 inside the 10. And we'll get one more play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3. 5 wide here from McNabb. Kind of a surprise here. They are taking every second off that clock. McNabb throws an interception. Just tried to force it in there for the first down. So he won't end with the perfect day. But gosh, it's about the worst thing that could happen there. I'm very confused about that call. You'd think you'd want to run. Gosh, you just hate to see it. Delhomme backed up near the goal line, though. Completes it up to the 20, 23. Minute 55. Delhomme's going to have to get on his horse, get the offense moving. Delhomme back, facing immediate pressure, checks it down, picks up another 10 or 11, though. Starting from the 34 here, Tate motions out to the far right. Jones uncovered underneath. Minute and a half up to the 48. Gotta wonder if the Vikings are trying to keep them just underneath. Probably are. Delhomme throws it away. Minute 15, but the Vikings get to have some subs in now. Delhomme comes out under center. Minute 15 left, down 2 scores, and misses. Delhomme back to throw. Pressure coming at him. Checks it down, tackled inbounds, 4th and 5. Fourth and 5, Delhomme back to throw. Blitz from Winfield coming. Throws an interception, but a penalty on the Vikings is going to wipe out this interception and possibly set up the Texans in good territory. Pass interference on the defense. Cedric Griffin. Oh, you hate to see it. 35-yard line, 51 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Delhomme making calls, identifying the mic there. Checks it down. Tate, another 10 yards. Definitely their MVP of the day. And Delhomme's going to spike it. 39 seconds to go. 24-yard line. Need 2 scores. Johnson in the game. Delhomme sacked. Delhomme sacked, and now they really have to move. 30 seconds left, 3rd and 16. 6 people on the line showing blitz. You expect that linebacker in the middle to drop off there. Number 32, the running back motions out. Rush 4. And just straight through him. 98. That's the 9th sack of the game. 4th and 23. Got to imagine everyone except these 4 are coming. Delone, plenty of time. Sacked, and that's the game. The Vikings are going to win it. Barring some chronologically improbable miracle. No, they're going to kneel it here. And that is the game. So the Vikings, McNabb comes out and has a good game. Not perfect. Definitely tried to force it there on that last drive, but you understand what he's going for. And with the way the defense has been playing, you know, you put a little trust in your defense to go for it there. Aroma Shodu, hell of a game by him. McNabb, a hell of a game by him. Liked what I saw from all the running backs today. Favre really didn't have much time to get anything going. Defense showed up, showed out. Definitely want to work on some run defense, but Gerhardt got in for the score. McNabb, 2 touchdowns, 85. Okay, let's see. Favre 1 for 5 for 14. So, got to see what happens the rest of the preseason, but McNabb making a strong case. 2 touchdowns, 17 to 20 for 166 and 2 touchdowns is good. Tate, 13 for 111, just horrible. Aroma Shodu, 8 catches, 114, a touchdown. Matt Jones, vertical threats. Didn't really get to do anything today, but we'll have to pay more attention to the subs next time. That is that. We're going to move to week 2. What we may do is alternate days. We'll do a game for the Broncos on one day, then we'll come back the next day, do the Vikings game on the next day. Keep it a little bit easier to be separate, and then it'll be a little bit easier to keep it separate, and then it'll help us to play a little bit more variety. I like how McNabb played. Favre's going to have to prove himself. But yeah, I think we are going to call it here today. 4 hours. I'm very happy with what we got started. I think in the coming days we're going to fine-tune a little bit. First stream, though, I feel like we did pretty good. I'm going to call it there. Thank you for coming by, and I'll see you guys in another stream. I'm going to try and save this, get this downloaded, get this uploaded, all that stuff. And we'll see you in a later video.